Imagine a pack of wolves, larger than any you've seen before, moving silently through the shadows of twilight. Stalking through the twilight, their eyes gleam with an ancient intelligence, a wisdom passed down through the ages. Their prey, massive creatures like bison and camels, tremble at their approach, sensing the danger that lurks in the darkness. This isn't a scene from a fantasy novel, but a glimpse into North America's past, a time when the land was wild and untamed. A time when dire wolves, the apex predators of their era, ruled the land with unmatched prowess and strength. Extinct for millennia, the dire wolf, a larger cousin of the gray wolf, has captured our imaginations and fueled countless legends. Their bones, preserved in the La Brea tar pits and other fossil sites, whisper tales of a bygone era, of a world that once was. But what if these magnificent creatures were not just figures of the past? What if they could walk the earth again? What if science could bring them back from the annals of history? This idea, once confined to the realm of science fiction, is now within the realm of possibility. Thanks to de-extinction, the science of reviving extinct species, we are on the brink of a new era in genetic research. Through advances in genetics and our understanding of ancient DNA, we are inching closer to a future where the dire wolf might roam the earth once more, a living ghost from the past. This possibility raises profound questions about our relationship with the natural world and the ethical implications of wielding such powerful technology. It forces us to confront the responsibilities that come with such capabilities. It compels us to consider the challenges of reintroducing a long-lost predator and the potential impact on existing ecosystems. How would modern ecosystems adapt to the return of such a formidable hunter? The reintroduction of the dire wolf could reshape the balance of nature, influencing the populations of other species and the health of entire ecosystems. The question remains, are we ready to embrace this ghost from the past? The dire wolf, Canis dirus, was a formidable predator that roamed North America during the Pleistocene epoch, approximately 125,000 to 10,000 years ago. Larger and heavier than their modern gray wolf relatives, dire wolves possessed a powerful bite and specialized teeth for crushing bones. They were social animals, living and hunting in packs, much like wolves today. Fossil evidence suggests that dire wolves primarily preyed on large herbivores such as bison, horses, camels, and even mammoths. Their powerful build and hunting strategies allowed them to bring down prey significantly larger than themselves. Their presence helped shape the ecosystems they inhabited, influencing prey populations and interspecies dynamics. Dire wolves were incredibly successful predators, evidenced by their widespread distribution across North America. Their remains have been found from coast to coast, in a variety of habitats, from grasslands to forests. Their adaptability and dominance as predators make their extinction all the more intriguing. The extinction of the dire wolf, along with many other large mammals during the late Pleistocene, remains a subject of ongoing scientific debate. These majestic creatures once roamed the vast landscapes, hunting in packs and dominating their ecosystems. Several factors likely contributed to their demise, creating a perfect storm that led to their disappearance. The interplay of these factors paints a complex picture of their extinction. One leading theory points to climate change. The late Pleistocene was a time of significant environmental upheaval. The late Pleistocene experienced dramatic fluctuations in temperature and precipitation, leading to shifts in vegetation and ecosystems. These changes would have had a profound impact on the availability of resources. These changes likely disrupted the dire wolf's prey base, making it harder for them to find food. As the climate altered the landscape, the animals they hunted became scarce. As their prey animals dwindled, so too did the dire wolves. The struggle for survival became increasingly difficult. Another factor is the arrival of humans in North America. The migration of humans brought new challenges to the dire wolves. Humans, with their advanced hunting techniques and competition for resources, may have put additional pressure on dire wolf populations. The competition for the same prey would have been intense. Overhunting of their prey by humans would have further reduced the dire wolves' food supply. The balance of the ecosystem was disrupted. Disease, possibly introduced by migrating animals or humans, is another possible contributor to their extinction. The spread of new diseases could have decimated their populations. However, more research is needed to determine the exact role of disease in the dire wolf's demise. Scientists continue to study ancient remains to uncover more clues. their disappearance remains a puzzle, a reminder of the complex interplay of factors that can lead to extinction. The story of the dire wolf is a testament to the fragility of life and the ever-changing nature of our planet. Resurrecting the past, de-extinction. De-extinction, the science of bringing extinct species back to life, sounds like something straight out of Jurassic Park. However, unlike the movie's depiction, de-extinction is not about recreating dinosaurs from fossilized DNA trapped in amber. Instead, it focuses on using genetic engineering techniques to resurrect species that have disappeared more recently, those for whom we have access to well-preserved DNA. While dinosaurs are off the table due to the limitations of ancient DNA preservation, species like the woolly mammoth, the passenger pigeon, and yes, even the dire wolf, are considered potential candidates for de-extinction. These creatures, extinct for thousands of years rather than millions, offer scientists a more realistic chance at retrieval and reconstruction of their genetic blueprints. The process involves extracting ancient DNA from well-preserved specimens like bones or frozen tissue. This genetic information is then compared to the genomes of closely related living species. By identifying the key genetic differences, scientists hope to use gene editing tools to rewrite the genome of the living relative, essentially bringing back the extinct species. The genetic toolkit, CRISPR and the dire wolf. CRISPR, a revolutionary gene editing tool, has emerged as a game-changer in the field of de-extinction. This technology, which stands for Clustered Regularly Interspaced Short Palindromic Repeats, allows scientists to make precise edits to DNA sequences. Think of it as a molecular scalpel, enabling researchers to cut and paste genetic material with unprecedented accuracy. It's similar to how we use a word processor to correct typos in a document, but instead of words, we're editing the very code of life. In the context of the dire wolf, scientists could use CRISPR to edit the genome of a closely related species such as the gray wolf to incorporate key dire wolf genes. This involves identifying and isolating the specific genes that gave the dire wolf its unique characteristics. By targeting genes responsible for size, skeletal structure, and other defining characteristics, they could potentially rewrite the gray wolf genome to create an animal that closely resembles the extinct dire wolf. This process is akin to a genetic makeover, transforming one species into a near replica of another. However, it's important to note that this process wouldn't result in an exact replica of the extinct dire wolf. The genetic material we have from ancient dire wolves is often fragmented and incomplete. Ancient DNA is often fragmented and incomplete, making it impossible to retrieve the entire genome. This means that any attempt to bring back the dire wolf would result in a hybrid, a blend of the ancient and the modern. The resurrected dire wolf would be a hybrid, possessing traits of both the dire wolf and its living relative. This hybrid would not be an exact copy, but rather a new entity that carries forward the legacy of its extinct ancestor. CRISPR, while powerful, is not without its limitations. The precision of the tool is remarkable, but it is not infallible. Off-target effects, where unintended parts of the genome are edited, can occur. Ethical concerns surrounding its use, the potential for unintended consequences, and the complexities of recreating a functional animal from genetic code alone are just a few of the challenges that lie ahead. The journey to bring back the dire wolf is as much about navigating these ethical and technical hurdles as it is about the science itself.